welcome to Clear Channel 333. Thank you for being here to receive your message. I just want to say that any information you may need will be in the description box below. I will be opening up for personal readings mid-August, okay? But you can find all the information there, as well as the link to book. Just want to get into this message. It may be kind of long. I don't know. I'll just see what Spirit has to say. But I did get a download. I know the two messages that I'm putting out today are urgent messages. Okay, so now they may be related. Okay, so if this one is resonating with you, I do feel the energies are similar, though they are a slightly different topic. Okay, but it may be related. So if you're resonating with this one and the confirmations are resonating, I would definitely check that one out as well. It's the video posted directly after this one. Okay, thank you for likes, shares, subscribes, and interaction on the channel. Okay, so 111 on the timer. Let's get started. Now, this first message may just be either a specific confirmation, or it could be just a side message pertaining to this information that I came across. Now, I came into YouTube to specifically watch a particular message, and the commercial prior to that message, that video starting, 144 on the timer, it was actually about Rosicrucianism. Got a hard time saying that word, Rosicrucianism. So that may resonate for someone. But I was guided to write down what the guy was saying. You know, you can't rewind commercials or, you know, play them back. So this may be the full message, or if you come across that video ad about Rosicrucianism, then you may want to tap the link and go watch it, okay? So what I wrote down, 222 on a timer, what I wrote down from what he was saying, and this guy is, I've seen him quite a few times. So I don't know if you see his face and you've watched that Gaia channel, okay? They have many people on there, but he's on there a lot giving messages on things. But it says the Rosicrucians believe that you don't go through any outside source to connect to higher beings. You connect directly. Now, when I heard him say that, it was very resonant for me, because that's the same message that I've been giving. Now, I love coming to give you guys messages. I love doing the readings, the, you know, collective messages and readings. But like I say, you can connect to a higher source, especially your higher self, God, okay, on your own. You don't need a middleman, okay? Now, it says Rosicrucianism. The Catholics did not like this, okay? Because the Rosicrucians are saying you don't need these initiations from human beings, okay? Which is what I've said already. I've been initiated into several things, okay? No 3D human mere mortal man has initiated me into anything. My initiations are from higher powers, higher beings, okay? And so I know for sure it can be done. You don't need a medium. Now, as 1111, as I'm, I didn't even try to split the deck. I'm just sitting here, you know, with my finger in the middle, but 1111, and it's 1:11 on the clock. This is the message that I'm going to does have to do with love connections, but like I said, this could be just a side message. So anyway, Catholicism, when I did my research, now I know that they want to be the cure-all for religion, which is where the Catholic name derives from, Catholicon, okay? So you want to do your own research. But if there's no middleman, they can't make money. You see what I'm saying? It's all about a corporation, okay? That's what they literally turned it into, religion into a corporation. So this message is relevant for someone because it's coming out. Now, you do not have to go through an intermediary, is what the Rosicrucians say. Now, I was first introduced to Rosicrucian, not even knowing what it was, way back in like 5th or 6th grade is when it first came into my awareness. But over the past couple of months, it's been coming into my awareness again. Okay, there's a reason for that. When those synchronicities happen, it's because it's important for you. Okay, it's a remembering, you have something to do with that, past lives, something, whatever. But when I was in like 5th or 6th grade, we took a field trip to the Rosicrucian Museum. And at that time, like, I didn't even know what the chills meant, okay? But walking through there, and they had the Egyptian display of, you know, mummies and things like that they've, you know, unearthed. But the point is, okay, now this museum is in San Jose. So San Jose, California could be significant. Elementary school, for some reason, could be significant. Museum could be significant. So whoever that message is for, it'll resonate. Now, the other thing is, a couple of days ago, maybe on my community tab, because I had came across 444, but it was in letter form, okay? So DDD. And now I know these messages, no matter what they're pertaining to, it's all pertaining to ascension of something or being initiated, okay? Higher levels. And so when coming across these repetitive letters, this is letting you know, okay, your spiritual team, whoever you're being guided by, is bringing you into a higher level of awareness, the way you recognize things, okay? So you won't be, if you're starting to see repetitive letters, they would need to be, you know, turned into the equivalent number form, okay? So meaning each letter corresponds with a number, okay? So it's like the old rotary phones. Once you get to 9, you start back at, you know, I'll put it in at the end of what I'm talking about, but if this is resonating for you, you'll understand. So the letters correspond to numbers 1 through 9, okay? So once you get back to 9, you pick up with the next letter, and you keep going. Once you get to 9, you start over again. So it may sound complicated, but it's not. And so I'm speaking from experience, because once I started to come into the awareness of the repetitive letters, letting me know, okay, you're ascending to a higher level of some type of communication. And after the letters came pictures, okay? You'll know when you get there. But so like I said, that was a side message for someone. Those are side messages. But what I'm going to get into was these readings. And I'm saying it has to do with some type of love connection, because it's what I was feeling. And also mirroring numbers. I've had so many energies come through, and me doing readings of divine connections coming together, and that's what I really feel. And we have the 1111 here, okay? Also, I will tack on a side message at the end, or it'll be in the pinned comments, a link to what 1111 also means, okay? It's like when you see 1111, that means someone from the other side is opening up a door for you, okay? Presenting you with some type of opportunity that you're aligned with, okay? So it's not just about love connections, it's about initiations. Okay, so with that being said, we'll get into this next portion of the reading. So for this reading, I'm going to pull some oracles, get some advice, some guidance, spirit. I may pull tarot just to see what messages come out from there, but I had got a message, okay, and it says anything that has shaped 2006 has prepared the sands of time. Okay, now as usual, okay, take it as it resonates and interpret it as you will. Okay, now we're in a time of Mercury retrograde. Okay, now it's not at its peak, which would be August 4th, I believe, 44 on the timer. But we're in the pre-shadow. Okay, now if you are an empath and you can pick up on this energies strongly, more heavily, okay, it's what will happen. So like I said, I've been feeling this Mercury retrograde for about a month now, okay, feeling the energy of it. But this is also, we're coming up on the Lionsgate portal, 8-8, okay, and this year would make it an 8-8-8 portal, 1-1-1 on the timer. It's a very strong energy, so everything is being amplified, okay, so you want to remain positive as possible in this, these next couple of months, and be patient with yourself and whatever it is you're manifesting, okay, especially personal connections, both friendship and romantic, okay. Be mindful of these, how you handle these connections, okay. 144 on the timer. So now, when I had woke up and wrote down the notes, okay, and when I read them back, it's this: anything that has shaped 2006 has prepared the sands of time. That's what I saw that I wrote down, okay. When you're automatic writing, it's deep channeling, okay. So what I remember the message to be was anything that has happened in 2006 has shaped the sands of time. So that's how I remember it. But also when I was writing in my notebook to rewrite my notes so that I could understand what I was writing, I wrote down anything that has happened in 2006 has shaped the hands of time. Now, they all sound similar, okay, but there's some minor differences, okay, so that could be relevant. Now, 2006 is the main point here. Now, there's some type of timeline that is being merged, or some would say like collapsed. There's something that's coming back around, okay. You could be ending a cycle, but 2006 is very important. So if you're on some type of divine counterpart journey, this could have been when you were awakened to it. I don't know, take it as it resonates, but something of significance about 2006. You would want to think back. What was going on of great significance at that time? Okay, we're in Mercury retrograde. Whether it's pre-shadow, post-shadow, whatever, it's Mercury retrograde energy, 333 on the timer. Something's coming back around, okay? And it's, if you're watching this, it has to do with 2006, okay? And my little message of warning that I did this morning, I was talking about 2006. So 2006 is very significant. Either I'm hearing it's a time for change, and I'm looking at my card 5555, okay, and in this message somewhere is I'm looking at 555 on the paper too. So there's something of great significance of change that's about to happen, okay. Confirmation, you just heard that horn honk. But this 5555 speaks about clarity, okay. So let me just read this card. Something is about to be made very clear to you is what I feel. It says great transformation, major changes, opportunity, fast pace, forward process, okay? You aren't a victim of circumstance, rather you are the beneficiary of it. Beneficiary, someone, it's 1, 2, 3 on the clock. Someone could be a beneficiary, okay? It could have something to do with some type of inheritance, okay? If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to this change or this shift. Everything is working out for the best, as at long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end, okay? So something, like I feel like something, a cycle is closing that's going to be very beneficial to you, okay? Rejoice is at the bottom of this deck. Okay, so the confirmations that I was getting for this, the number 69, okay? That's a number of balance within your connection. But the number 649 could also be significant, and 949. Now, 949 is very significant for the fact that when I woke up to write this portion of the message, it was 949. When I rewrote it in my notebook, it was 949, okay? So it's very significant for someone, or September or April could be significant. The numbers 443, 143, 678. Now, rain is significant for whatever reason. You have to take it as it resonates. Also, hawks, white peacock. Now, in the dream state, I get messages. So now, of course, during this time, you may also be having very vivid dreams, okay? And they're going to be metaphorical, okay? It's something for you to figure out, okay? So if I were you, I would take these confirmations that I'm giving you of things that I've seen and look up the spiritual meaning for them, okay? Look up the spiritual meaning for rain. Look up the spiritual meaning for a hawk, okay? These animals could be you may need to take on their specific characteristics at this time, okay? That would be power animals. So a white peacock, but in the dream state, this white peacock had came and sat on a windowsill and it was eating, okay? Now, I'll be trying to take screenshots of everything or pictures of everything. So in the dream state, I was trying to take a picture of it, but as I got my phone out, it flew up, but it was like ascending towards the sun very slowly, and like it spread its wings, and you could see the, I can't remember, it's called a plume, I think, of feathers on its head, okay? But it was a white peacock, and white peacock feathers have a very specific, symbolic meaning. A little brown frog, okay? When you see animals, the color of the animals, okay, also are significant. But with the little frog, it also was on the same windowsill, okay? Something about a window could be significant, a window to something. Now the window was open, okay? So this could be a window of opportunity being open to you within your connection. And what happened was I could see that the little frog was dry, okay? So I took this cup of water and poured it onto the frog, but it was like such a huge outpour of water onto the frog, like I thought I would drown it, okay? But it just really like came to life, okay? So an outpour of emotion, water is emotions, okay, or feelings. Now, of course, in the dream state, I'm not me, I'm viewing through someone, okay? So this could be your energy and what's going on in your connection. Someone is there's about to be a flood or outpour of emotions, okay? That could bring some type of clarity, 848 on a timer, into your situation, okay? Now, mind you, this may not be physically 3D, okay? This could be in the dream state that you get this clarity, okay? Just want to make that distinction. Also, now I was seeing someone, so at this point the dream shifted, okay? And now I'm seeing someone, and I'm seeing a recording studio. Some type of recording studio, because I can see equipment like mics and I don't know I think it's called a soundboard, okay? So these could be significant things. But it was somebody doing like podcast type stuff. So that could be significant. But also it was a comedian, and I don't know his name, but he looks really familiar. Tall, black guy. So those characteristics could be significant. But he's a pretty well-known comedian, okay? So any of that could have significance to your connection. But also, and it was something about it, because everybody, they were trying to like get in order or prioritize like how they would get on the mic. So that could be some type of indication that something is being set in motion or put in the proper order. Okay, 111 on the timer. So from there, I was seeing like an elementary school, and someone was going to each class, and I don't know like if they did this in your school, but like in my high school, before Valentine's Day, like you could buy a rose and a card that would be, you know, anonymously sent or not, you know, to the person during class, and they would receive your love note and flower, whatever the case it was, on Valentine's Day. So that could be significant for someone because that's what was happening in the dream state. Okay, that's what I was seeing. So passing love notes or some type of delivery. There's some type of communication coming in, okay? Now, this could be communication through someone, okay? Possibly mutual friend. But the number 16, 555, 349, 711, and 19 are significant. And 19 keeps popping up. And 19 to 19 on the timer right now. 19 is the sun, okay? So I feel like no matter the situation, that is the outcome, okay? But also a message to remain positive. Also, because these messages are connecting, and the next one is not so high frequency, okay? It's like a warning of, you know, people being in your energy negatively. So I feel like seeing the 19 over and over and over is like letting you know, because if you know tarot, 19, you know, is the sun, and the sun trumps every negative energy, okay? So that's definitely significant. But I also keep seeing the number 121. It's 131 on the clock. But 121, it gave me like one-to-one conversations, okay? So for someone, this could very well be one-on-one conversations physically, okay? Let's see. Now, let's talk about messages from your person, 333 on the timer. Because as I was scrolling, because I was led to scroll through Twitter, okay? And I come across memes, and I'll put everything in at the end so that you can see them yourself. And if any other numbers that are on them resonate, you can look them up. But a meme that I came across, it said, "I'm in an uncomfortable stage of my life where my old self is gone, but my new self isn't fully born yet. I'm in the midst of transformation." Okay, that's very significant. I knew it was a message, okay, because I've been getting, I exist in liminal space. Okay, if you know what liminal space is, it's like high priestess energy, okay? Existing, you know, being able to traverse both sides, spiritual and physical, okay? If you know, you know. But this is very much giving me an example of liminal space. It's like the in-between, okay? Like on your way to something else, okay? Existing in liminal space is different, okay? But this is someone who's in a void period. 456 on the timer. So your person is in a place of transition, okay? 133 was on the clock and 505 was on the timer. Okay, so this is letting you know now, if you're in this energy, because I am feeling a lot of mirroring energy. If you're feeling like this, they're feeling like this. Or if you're just now coming out of this stage, like in an uncomfortable phase of your journey, and you feeling a little more stable now, they could still be in the midst of that transformation, okay? Like it says, it says, but my new self isn't fully born yet, okay? So they're still transitioning into who they are, maybe in this spiritual connection, okay, this divine connection. And liminal space, okay, is kind of throws you off, okay, because you're not fully at your destination. It's like being on a road trip, and that whole road you got to take to get to your destination is liminal space, okay? So while you're driving on the road, it's like you got to make pit stops. You got to do this. You got to adjust. You have to stop and get gas. You have to rest. You have to, stuff like that. Or in an airport, okay? You're not at your destination. You're at a pivotal point in your destination, okay? On the way to your destination. So there's something you have to do in between. You have to exist in the in-between on the way to your destination, okay? Even like walking into an airport, if you can you feel that it feels off, okay? Like you're not supposed to be there a long time, okay? And that's why if you're ever delayed for a flight, you get agitated, because it's already agitating to be in an airport because it's not a destination, okay? It's an in-between. So, like I was saying, I was feeling lots of mirroring energy. And so once I was scrolling, 717, that is Twin Flame reunion number. I was scrolling and I was getting a lot of mirroring numbers, okay? 88, 888. You could be seeing any of these. And if you need clarification on them, what they mean, you need to look them up, okay? And it'll be different for everybody, because you're not always led to the same message. Your intuition is going to lead you to where the message is, okay? Because like I can give you a general, what 8 is, okay? Infinity. It's, especially if you're seeing 88 or 888 at this point in time, it has to do with alerting you to the Lionsgate portal and the power of its energy. But sometimes they come with extra messages that are specific to who's looking them up, okay? So lots of mirroring energy and a sense of ascension, okay? Specifically speaking to your connection to this message. So the number 28, which is which is 10, 41, 14. But since I said 11, you may be seeing 11, okay? 858 could be significant. 1881. You may very well be seeing 1111. 33, 222, 2222. 115, 511, 7117, 1661. 858 was just on a timer. 777, 663, and 336. Okay, you may also be seeing 1616 or 1919. So the next message I came across was, when you're about to move from one level to the next level, there will be resistance, there will be pain, there will be discouragement. But if you persevere and push through, there will be a shift and you will see results. Don't back down, okay? 555 surfaced again, okay? And that is change, okay? So there's huge change coming within your connection, okay? But this could also pertain to within you, okay? Like I said, something's ascending. And then I got the phrase, you don't know what you're hearing or witnessing. So this could be significant for someone. You're ascending to a higher level of understanding, higher level of consciousness, okay? You may be being initiated into an ability that you have, okay? So clairvoyance, clairaudience, 111 on a timer, clairsentience, all the clairs, they all could be initiated at once, okay? And that could be jarring. So you just want to, like I said, you want to be gentle with yourself in this 888 portal time of high energy, high frequency, high amplification of everything, okay? It's very well possible that all your abilities could come in at once or be enhanced at once. And getting upgrades, that can also be jarring. Okay, getting downloads, that can also, it can scare you. Okay, so like one day I woke up in the middle of an upgrade. Okay, and what I was seeing was all blue, and it to me it looked like a motherboard. If this is something you're going through, it's nothing to worry about. Okay, you're being upgraded. Okay, we are human computers. Okay, we have the inner workings of the computers you use. So therefore, it's nothing to be afraid of. Okay, you need to be in the awareness of, you know, the information that you're getting. Okay, so when I picked up my deck, I noticed that 8 of Wands is at the bottom. 8 of Wands is communication. Okay, it's fast moving communication. Behind it is the Queen of Pentacles and the Fool. Okay, so someone's taking leap of faith to communicate. Physical communication. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles are physical, tangible things. Okay, so let's get some guidance from Spirit regarding this ascending sacred union. Let's see. What messages do you have for the collective at this time? Advice, encouragement. What do they need to know at this time? It says, we see that you are on the brink of a breakthrough that you have patiently been waiting for. A situation is about to come full circle. The lessons have been learned. This is a win-win situation for you. Trust that we are working behind the scenes to ensure the best outcome for you. Okay? You have nothing to worry about. Let's see. That is this enlightenment energy. And I just saw something. I saw ascension in this deck. And I'm not even sure. It's a new deck, so I don't know what all cards are in here. Maybe if it's supposed to pop out, it'll pop out. I'm also going to get a card from this Soul Truth deck. It's just some personal things you could work on within yourself. Okay. Messages you have for the collective at this time. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Transformation. Okay, definitely in line with the message. I am constantly evolving. I improve inwardly by working on my weaknesses and refining my strengths. Life ensures I'm presented with situations that will help me learn and grow. I am aware of my progress and open my wings to the light. Okay, so green heart chakra, opening, continuously remaining with your heart open. Okay, Archangel Raphael. Okay, that's a healing energy. Let's see, the calm. I breathe, live, and grow the light within me. I do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. I cast off my doubts. All fears dissipate. And I find peace in my being. Okay, another card of green, remaining heart open and calm. Positive thinking is also here. Belief, a new opening. Okay, this is ascending energy and remaining positive. Okay, I'm not going to read all these cards, but I will read. It says, in God's hands. My trust in life is implicit. God's greater knowing and greatest love guide my heart energy, and my choices. My faith is steady, and I remain true to my light. Everything unfolds according to God's will. Okay, so take those messages as they resonate. We have peace at the bottom of this deck. So let's see what I can get from this. It's like actions you can take personally to, you know, self-improvement. They're like questions you can ask yourself. So what does the collective need at this time from this deck? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. That one came out real quick. Okay, it says, what am I looking for outside myself that is already within me? Okay. Are you looking for more guidance, confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something else? When we search outside ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, frustrated, and never feel quite good enough. It's time to go inward to find everything you seek. All the answers you need lie within. It says today's soul action. Breathe in your favorite essential oil. Inhale deeply into your belly. Drop your shoulders and spend some time hanging out with your soul today. Ask for what you need and be ready for the answers. Okay, so this is that enlightenment energy. Okay, clarity. This is giving you a tool on how to become more clear within whatever aspect you are unclear about, what questions you may have regarding your connection or things like that. Try to refrain from focusing on a time frame. 555, things are changing. Just know the universe has it all under control. Okay, but like I said, this card goes in line with these that are already on the table: clarity, enlightenment, and signs. Okay, so however it is you connect with your soul team, your spiritual team, then that is how you will want to connect to gain clarity. Okay, I think that is it for this message. Actually, it's just an update on where your connection is at this time. Okay, like I said, if this resonates, look forward to that next message. It's just going to give you some more awareness and clarity of what's going on around your connection. Okay, outside interference, I believe, is the point of that video. So with that being said, this is your message. 654 on the timer. It's a countdown. Okay, you're almost there. It's the home stretch. For receiving your message, and take care.